been a while. It's been quite some time since I posted. I was going to post for May, but I decided to completely scrap it because I had this good idea and it just didn't work out because I was feeling really overwhelmed. So I erased everything and made it super simple, which I'll show you in a minute. But for June, I was actually going to do a lemons theme, but the Tombow, the first Tombow I picked up to swatch, was like this perfect mango color, so I decided to scrap it and go with the mango theme, so I have to resketch everything out as you see me doing. I usually cut this process out or do it off camera, but I decided to leave it in for this time just because my setup is really short as is. I will be traveling a lot for June and July, so I'm keeping it really simple, minimum pages, just what I need, and then we'll be done and over with it. So I decided to keep my little sketching in process and my little Pinterest board just to show you what actually happens when I plan out my theme. And here I am drawing mangoes. I kept it really simple, didn't go into too much detail, just drew them in, not paying too much attention on the shape as long as it's close enough to a mango shape. And I was like, okay, good enough because they're fruit. Fruit is not perfectly shaped. It's all different, as most things in nature are. So it's very, I guess, low stress. And I just had fun doodling and drawing. Just making little blobs and then adding leaves on top to turn them into mangoes. And for this theme, I actually didn't really cut out too much because it was really short. It actually, the entire video for this was only like 35-ish minutes, 30 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to set this up with sketching everything in. So it was really quick, simple, but it looks really cute and I love how it turned out. And I think like, and for June, I'm keeping it super simple. And before we move on, let's just have a quick look of May, which, as I said, super simple. Barely use the beginning pages, did not use the stage. And then kept my weeklies mostly the same. And I didn't even do a weekly for the second week of May. It's fine. Happens. Happens. I think I was like not feeling great. I was on my period. I didn't feel like doing anything. This is this week. I'm just writing. I filmed everything on that Monday, which I was so proud of myself for. Um, Edited it, finished editing it yesterday, but it was late. Not that I did much. This page is inspired by Jess with a little more stickers and everything. And then the next page, with my calendar page, is after. Kept a super simple one page small calendar. As I said, I will be traveling extensively for the second half of this month, and my travels will go well into July, almost all of July. So I also need to set up my July before I leave, so I'll probably set it up, have it filmed and everything, so I can post it on time before the start of July. And I'll probably be back for my travels near the end of July, so that would also be super simple. And I'm thinking about a leafy theme, but let me know what you guys think. I don't know, I love mangoes and I love leafies, so perfect. And they're perfect summer fruits, in my opinion. Here I am drawing a few more blobs that will be turned into mangoes. Also, I'm not that much of like a yellow or orange girly. Like, those colors aren't the most flattering on me, so I usually tend to avoid using a lot of yellow or orange, but I love how this mango yellow orange color looks. It's Tombow 993, and I will have everything like linked in the description. There's my two Tombows, my Tombow Puddin' and Silky, and then my Pilot G2 gel pen. That's it. That's all you need. And then I use a little bit of an orange washi tape for my weekly daily sections. And then on my one line a day page, I'm just going to be mostly using it for my highlights, gratitude, and there's me finally realizing that I have to move my phone out of those phone out of frame. But I decided not to add any other decorations except for some sparkles here and there because it takes up most of the page, and the second line highlights with the yellow. It's perfect, chef's kiss. And just a little bit of this orange washi tape here. I already made the mini calendars before I hit record, just because I didn't want to sit and draw, or I guess write them out for this. And I don't know who I saw this hat from, but she used the little corner cutter upside down, which is genius, so you could see how you're cutting it so it doesn't mess up. And I've never been the same. And this is me finishing up, erasing some final little pencil lines for the flip through. Not that there is much to flip through, but two spreads and then a little calendar for my weekly daily sections.